It's your boy Big Bird coming to you live from the Absolute Studios. Act like you got some sense. Smash the like and subscribe button. It goes a long way, helps the channel. We appreciate it. Also share the content, because that's what we do around here. We are in season 6. I repeat, we are in season 6. Whoever thought we'd make it this far? Talking some NFL, we also talk college football, we talk some college basketball, and we talk a lot about the NBA. Not personal attacks on people's personal life, but we also get some boxing in as well. Plus the hip-hop albums. So sit back, relax, get you some laughs in. This is Big Bird. You know what it is. It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live on a Sunday here at the App Stupid Studios. Told you we was going to try and get you a college show in. There's college, there's NBA, there's the National Football League. We got it all. Plus, there's a lot of good boxing fights on the horizon we want to break down. But first things first, college recap show. Ole Miss, they keep their college football playoff hopes alive, getting rid of the Oklahoma Sooners. We'll pivot, we'll talk some more SEC football because Diego Pavia and the Vanderbilt Commodores, they got rid of the fraudulent Missouri Tigers. We'll talk some more SEC football when Texas A&M, Mike Elko and the boys, they got rid of LSU. The season's already in turmoil. What do you think of Brian Kelly? Who do you fire first if you have to talk to the money class and make some adjustments? The season has completely fallen off for the Tigers. Then L1C4 for life, Louisville. They own Boston College as they beat the Birds in Cardinal Stadium. Indiana smoking on that Bruins pack. This was full circle a year ago. We announced, when I say we, I mean the Hoosiers, because I'm a Hoosier fan, full disclosure. I live in the state of Indiana, full disclosure. However, Indiana announced who we were on that stage when we beat Deshaun Foster and UCLA a year ago. And then to follow that up with an even more horrendous beating, a 50-point bludgeoning, that was enjoyable to watch. Shout out to BYU, Coach Kalani. He's got the Cougars undefeated atop of the Big 12. They could be punching their ticket to the college playoff. We definitely want to see that. Alabama hangs on against South Carolina. Was that a game that you really needed to have pause for? And then Tennessee wins the shootout with Marky Mark and the Dummy Bunch in Lexington. Is this the end of Stoops in Lexington? We'll go ahead and elaborate on this and many different topics in this hour-long show. It's your boy Big Vern. It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live from the App Stupid Studios. We pushing another rap album this month, Currency 1015, in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is Undefeatable. Undefeatable's cold. She with me because I'm hot. Boy, I'm telling you, I like that song. Dynamite, POV is dope. Spitter's crazy. Trunk Fool, and 96 Nikes. Yo, Currency, don't sleep. Show the boys some love. Go get the album. In stores now. A shout out to Spitter doing his thing. Jet Life, make some noise for it. Go support the boy. I love the album. I thought it was dope. So, not going to go ahead and bury the lead. Ole Miss, they do what they needed to make it into the college playoff. They will not make the SEC championship game. There's not enough meat on that side of the schedule for them coming down the stretch, and they lost to Georgia. So that effectively sealed their fate. But this game, when we said Lane Kiffin needed this game in a worse way, because at this point in the season, they did not have a marquee win over a big-time program. Neither did Oklahoma. Again, Michigan isn't really playing lights-out football. Michigan is barely ranked, and then they had the Michigan State game yesterday. So that was the only name on their resume. But they were a name nonetheless. Lane Kiffin, he needed this game to get into the college playoff so he doesn't start crying like a bitch like he was last year. Yes, I said it, so what? He was crying like a bitch, and he was saying, oh, Indiana, they didn't have a real schedule, blah, blah, blah. But you could have played the Hoosiers. We would have put you on the schedule in preseason if that's what you wanted, an out-of-conference game. Oh, yeah. That's when you quiet down. That's right, because that's what bitches do. Anyway, not saying that I care for this man on any level, because you know me, I don't tell anybody who will listen 2 times a week and 4 times on Sunday that this man is a cartoon of a human being. I detest his existence in all matters of the word. I have no love or affinity for this man whatsoever. Fuck Lane Kiffin. However, justice where justice is due. This guy has put together a pretty good season, and he deserves to be rewarded for his work. Now, they didn't do as bad as Oklahoma. Oklahoma needed this game in the worst way. And Oklahoma, you would think Brent Venables, having so much defensive prowess, he could go ahead and put together something where he can identify what the Wildcat was going to be, and then he can kind of slow down the offense. He did none of that. The Rebels hung 431 total yards of offense on the Sooners, 315 through the air, 116 yards on the ground. That's good for about 5 yards of play, 21 first downs, 9 of 21 on third down conversion, 2 of 3 on fourth down conversions. You see the sense of urgency from Ole Miss. They knew, hey, look, we got to have this game. John Mateer, the quarterback for Oklahoma, he had a game he'd like to forget. 17 of 31 for 223 yards and a score. Ole Miss contained him also in the pocket, but also on the ground. 7 rushes for 17 yards. Xavier Robinson, he kept it interesting. 9 grabs, 109 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He was also targeted twice for 27 yards. His stablemate, Troy Blaylock, he was a non-factor. 6 grabs, 10 yards, and a single target that went nowhere. Isaiah Santiago, 6 catches, 131 yards, and 1 score. And no wide receiver in that room had over 33 yards. That is horrendous, especially when you're trying to make the case to the committee that you all deserve to be in a college playoff. That's not going to work. That's not going to work at all. And Oklahoma, they've got a rough schedule. The back half of that schedule looks increasingly rough. So you see how pivotal this game was. They play Knoxville. Yeah, they got to go to Rocky Top. They're in Knoxville to play Tennessee. And then they get Bama, but they got to go to Tuscaloosa. They play a fraudulent Missouri team that's at home. And then they play a mediocre LSU team. I see no path forward for them to get into the SEC championship game. They need to get the rest of these games to even have a case to make it to the playoffs. I don't see any of that happening. So when you digest how significant this game was, one team took advantage of the situation. They were aware they needed to go ahead and have that big win. And another team squandered a golden opportunity, and that was Oklahoma. If you're an Oklahoma fan, get in the comments. Let me know what you think. Can you still make it to the SEC championship game? I don't think so. Again, if you are listening to this pod, get in the comments. Let us know that we get it right. What did we leave out? This is Big Vern. We talk back. We'll be back. Top of the hour. This is your boy Big Vern at App Stupid.